Hey guys, it's QuickyBaby and welcome back to Meanwhile in World of Tanks, where the awesome, the amazing, anything can simply happen in these games. We are going to watch Simpson21 playing his WZ-131. This is the Tier 7 Chinese light tank, and the matchmaking literally could not be worse for Simpson here. Firstly, he has to play against the majority Tier 10 tanks. When you're in a Tier 7 light tank, that is no easy feat. And also, he's playing on Kharkov. This isn't really the best scouting map. In fact, I struggle with this one very much indeed. I feel like when you get on this kind of a map, vision isn't really that important, and it's more of a case of being a support tank. And so that's what Simpson21 is going to do here. He is going to be a support tank. And he's going to get himself into some very interesting positions. He is in a platoon with a Tier 9 British self-propelled gun. And so I guess that's why he feels a bit confident going into this position. He thinks that his buddy, Squibble, is going to back him up, but I think we just saw Squibble Shell whiff over the E75. I've never seen this position before. Look at this! A little area which you can hide in and draw your opponents in. He is using the 100mm gun on the WZ-111. Sorry, not the 111, the 131. I reckon I'm going to do that many times this game. So this 100mm has got 250 alpha damage, and I think it's got about 100, it's got about 181mm of penetration. If you've got yourself a T44, you've got yourself a Type 59, you'll know this gun, and so having it on a Tier 7 light tank is rather lovely indeed. Many people do prefer to use that 85mm over the 100mm though, as I believe the DPM is increased, but I think that the main thing is the aim time is much better on that 85mm. And the 100mm, but I could be mistaken there. So, Simpson has been bogged down here. Unfortunately for him, the enemy medium tanks are starting to dominate the other flank. We see an AMX-30B down, a T-44 down, an AMX-3090 down, and that's not enough. Also, the Batchat falls. They only have a single Batchat protecting that western flank versus their 3 artillery. This game is already not looking very good. But what can Simpson take from it? We can see that when the E75 angles its armor as badly as that, even 181mm of penetration can challenge the side armor on the E75. I can't see how Simpson's going to be able to get out of this situation. It looks like his team are completely surrounded and wilting away. Is he going to be able to break through these Tier 9 tanks? He tracks the Conqueror, takes a shot from the 120mm gun from the Conqueror, however, and the E75 starts to apply some pressure. He puts in another good shot into the side of the E75 there. And I think it's only a matter of time now until that Waffenträger Alpha E100, the 2 E50Ms, the Leopard prototype, and the IS-7 have the coup de grace around this corner and take out his team. However, luckily for him, this IS-8 decides that it is go time. Goes around the corner, gets absolutely slaughtered by 2 Tier 9 heavy tanks and an artillery, and Simpson takes his opportunity. I think he realizes how bad his chances are in this game, and so he's just going to go and try and find the artillery. And that's fair to him. I would do exactly the same thing if I was in his position. I would think, well, this game sucks. Might as well get a few kills and some free damage out of it. And artillery generally are free kills and damage. Now, Simpson knows artillery players by the looks of it, and he knows how to get to them as well. He goes forwards, dodges the Object 261, and then proceeds to slip his way over the slope and go after him. He puts a good shot there into the 261, who is now reloading. Flanking round him. Oh no, he leaves him on just 3% of his hit points, but luckily the 261 doesn't drive very well, but that allows Simpson to take him out. So, Simpson is now in a 2 versus 5 situation. The IS-7 on his team is ill-fated, though he's not going to be around for very long, as the IS-7 is on 5% of his hit points, and he is about to die. Now, I think Simpson just found that this slope generally is a one-way approach. I'm not sure if he can manage to make his way up this way. You see lots of artillery going and hiding in this location on Kharkov, and they die in it, but generally the artillery do get, one-shots when people try to make their way over. So the roles are kind of reversed here. We have Simpson in a light tank defending the enemy artillery's, I guess, hangout. Their kind of pig pen, if you want to call it that. Ooh, that's a bit controversial. Ah, you know, artillery players, I'm only joking. But he has to deal with, now, 2 Tier 10 German medium tanks that are trying to find a way into this pen to be able to take him out. However, these fat German medium tanks... Whoops! You realize he can shoot you there, right? Oh, derpy derp. Okay, Simpson picks up his 3rd kill. Good job, E50M. Free kill for the Tier 7 light tank, and he's not very happy about it. That poor E50M is not very happy at all. He's telling him that I cannot move. Well, why do you think Simpson would care? You're the one who's trying to get into position to kill him. Of course he's going to take you out. And now he finds his platoon buddy in an E50M as well, has managed to sneak his way up. But they don't seem to realize that the slope that they need to use to get in, where Simpson managed to get in, was just along here. And so the E50M seems to have now got himself stuck trying to get out of this position. And that allows Simpson, eventually, when he figures out that this E50M has got himself completely stuck, to find a position to start chewing up his hit points. Round 1 into the E50M, who was just under his full health when he started off. Round 2, and this has to be a very satisfying feeling for Simpson 21 here. The E50M fires in frustration, if just rage, to maybe try and get himself out of situation. His team are so baffled by what's going on here that the T-44 on his team asks Simpson if he is cheating. What do you think? Has he got some kind of mind control device that just makes the enemy team go full donkey mode at the end of the game? Well, if he's got that kind of a cheat, please tell me how I can manipulate the minds of my opponents in this way to allow me to feast on the entirety of a Tier 10 medium tank. Now it looks like the IS-7 has got wise to the situation, so he drives forwards. However, Simpson tracks him up in the air. But that wasn't a damaging shot as well as a tracking shot, simply just took his tracks off. So he decides to try and shoot into the lower plate of the IS-7, who manages to repair his tracks and pull back before it happens. This is a Tier 10 Soviet heavy tank who, albeit although he's got 32% of his health left, he's basically impenetrable apart from the APCR rounds on this vehicle, for the most part frontally. Unless he can shoot into the belly. The IS-7 finds his position. He seems to be getting closer towards Simpson. Simpson tracks him up in the air. The IS-7 is completely helpless. And now Simpson is not only tracking him, but also damaging him at the same time, because the shells are going up through the track and into the armor of the tank from below. And oh my word, Simpson must be very happy here to take out another Tier 10 tank. He just got a free Orlix medal. Well, yeah, he just got a free Orlix medal thinking about it. But oh no, a Leopard has found an alternative way in. And unfortunately, it looks like Simpson's run of terror is about to end unless this Leopard makes some catastrophic mistakes in his play. But oh gosh, there goes Simpson's engine. He puts it back in. The artillery misses him. Can Simpson set the Leopard on fire? It's got a gigantic ammo rack. Maybe he's going to ammo rack it at the end of the game. Oh no, absolute disaster for our hero, the WZ-131 in this game. So Simpson 21 goes up in an absolute fireball at the end of this game. Very suitable to the firecracker of a round that he was able to have in this dastardly Leopard prototype, who managed to finally sneak his way into the pig pen, managed to take out our hero. Now we all know and love Derpenberg. What kind of an awesome name can you guys come up for this little corner, this absolute hilarious little corner on Kharkov? Let's just take a very quick look at the post-game stats to see what Simpson was able to achieve in this absolutely ridiculous round of World of Tanks. This was 3,510 experience for a defeat in a WZ-131. That's absolutely ridiculous. 2,340 base experience points. I don't think Simpson can feel too bad about this defeat. And he picked up the Orlix medal, like I said, and that's a really good one to get in your light tank, because it's for destroying 3 or more enemy tanks or tank destroyers with a light tank in one battle that are at least 2 tiers higher than your opponent. And Simpson also managed to get a high caliber medal in his tier 7 light tank. Absolutely ridiculous. This replay certainly could have only have been more awesome if the whole of the enemy team had gone full donkey and tried to take Simpson out of his pen. But unfortunately that wasn't to be, but I still certainly enjoyed this video. Simpson, thank you so much for submitting this on the Replays website. It was an absolute hilarity for me to check it out. And hopefully you guys enjoyed this video as well. If you did, please consider giving it a like down below. It really helps the channel out. And if you want to see some more ridiculous Meanwhile in World of Tanks gameplay, then simply click up here and you can go through to KDA having the round of his life in the tier 10 German heavy tank, the biggest vehicle in the game, the Mouse. And let me know in the comments down below, what is the most ridiculous thing you have ever seen in World of Tanks? And what should that corner on Kharkov be called? And as always guys, thank you so much for watching, you've been epic, and hopefully I'll see you soon.